Hello everyone, this is Tuga speaking. It's been some time since my last video, and today's video it's going to be about on how to create a milling tool. So stay tuned, let's start. Okay, so right now I'm at the page where you're going to create the tool, but let me go back to show you guys where your normal will stand, right? It's going to be right here. So in order to create a tool, you're going to press here, then tools, and then you're going to have to press here to create the tool. But as you can look, as you can see, as you can notice, this is not available, right? Because there's a safety mode here. You gotta press the lock here, and you gotta use one of the safety codes. And the one I'm gonna tell you today is the level 5 code, which is ProMan. ProMan. Make sure it's lowercase, okay? Password correct. So now, as you can see, it's available, right? So what I'm gonna do now is, instead of typing the tool name that I decide to make, I will let you guys know what was the path that I typed before. So as I said, is ProMan, PROMAN, ProMan. But make sure it's lowercase, otherwise it's not gonna work. Okay. So and now I'll delete this and let's create the tool name. So it's gonna be tool test. Doesn't really matter, right? So we're gonna select milling cutter, general mill, and here we are. So I'm gonna create a 10 millimeter, doesn't really matter, just for you guys to know. I'm gonna, okay, it's showing an error here, but we're gonna get to there, don't worry about it, just leave it for now. So 80, I'm gonna put a 45, but this depends on, this is the actual size of the tool, right? Usually it's like from here up to here, it's gonna be like the cut size, and then here it's gonna be a little bit from the outside, and then there's the rest of the tool that goes inside of the cone, right? So yeah, I'm gonna put a 45. Description, I will put nothing. Clockwise or anti-clockwise. What is this? Clockwise is to the right, anti-clock is to the left, right? So it's a right tool or left tool. When will you need to use this? Well, for example, if you cutting solid wood, and sometimes when you do pocketing, when you cut, when you're going out on a different direction from the grain, it's gonna ship the outside of the wood, and sometimes you don't want. So that's, on those cases you will need a left tool and right tool. Depends on the quality that you're looking for, right? So hand mill, that's correct. This material removal color, it doesn't really matter, you can change it, but usually I don't touch here. Default correction, this is the way that the tool is going to work regarding the geometry. For example, if you put here, that means when you select this tool, every time that it shows up, it will be cutting on top of the line that you create the geometry, okay? If you put this, it's gonna work from the left, this one from the right, and this one from the geometry. So depending on that, right? So usually I'll leave it here because this is just a default correction. You will have to set this up every time on the moment or at the moment that you select the tool. Okay, when you select the geometry, make sure you select left, right, or center from the geometry. Okay, overall diameter I didn't touch. So after this, we're gonna press here, dimension data, okay? See this here, max diameter. Here we have 10, right? So if we have 10 here, why would we have here 0 max? It's impossible, right? So this is the reason why the arrow is on the top, at the top. So once I put it here 10, or if I put it 20, it's good, see? But usually I'll put the same 10, okay? Maximum length, I would I would say the same as well, 45. Maximum work, I always put a little less than that, so I would say 35, but depends on the tools you guys using, right? Maximum vertical step, this is the maximum vertical step. What is this? So maximum vertical steps, that means how much you're willing to cut at a time each time, right? So let's say this is a 10 mil, it's small, right? But let's say that this was a 20, 20 millimeters bit, and you want to cut it 25 millimeters at once. You could, but for 10 millimeters, I don't recommend. So I'm gonna put 10 mil at a time. Maximum horizontal, this would be the diameter, usually, 12.2. Cutting thickness, okay, cutting thickness, it's usually, I leave it for 0 as well. This is something that you will set when you use the tool, so it's fine. And the depth too. I wouldn't touch here. Advanced data. Okay, this is just the jig safety, uniclamp safety. What is this uniclamp? This is something like, there's some machines that uses clamps, something like this. This is just an example. So see, are you seeing this? This is the clamp, the piece supposed to go under this, right? This is sticking out outside of the piece, so this is the safety. So depending on this size here, that's how much you need to put here, the safety, okay? So I would say 20 for 25 for this, 25 plus 10, or 20 maybe, 30. So 30 should be okay. But you guys have to figure out by yourselves if you use this or not, okay? So I leave this. So let's go to morphology. Morphology. This length here. See, this is funny because when I go here to coupling type, this is the type of cone that you guys use. Usually would be this one here, but it could be a different one, but normally I use this one, right? So see this 45, so the length should be your length here. So here I'm going to put a 45, and then here it's going to be 10. This is the diameter, right? Yeah, see? And then we go here again. We're going to set this up. Let's adapt. Okay, sure. You want to be smart if we go this side here. See, let's check the height. It's going to be this one here, and for the here, and the drawing will adapt to tool length and diameter. That's correct. It should be correct. It should be. It will. It will be. Okay, clockwise, we've seen this. 10, 10, 10, everything's good. Okay, so uses. What are we gonna use this for? Milling? Sure. Cutting? No. Boring. Sure, we could. I'm not gonna select this, but we could use this. Sometimes we have like we don't have a drill bit and we need a milling bit. We can use it, right? So yeah, sure. I'm gonna select speed. Okay. This usually here I set to I'm gonna say 8,000, but for now it's 10 millimeters on the lot, so I'm gonna use 5,000. These are actually numbers that comes with the tools, or you ask the supplier for the tools. They will let you know how much gonna be the RPMs and everything for the tool, because every tools are different, right? So yeah, advanced per minute for this looks okay. Okay, so rotation 18,000. It looks a little too much. So let's set it for 14,000 and max we're gonna put it like 15,000. Oh, that's a little too much. Okay, here usually I use 3-4, so should be okay for both. This is acceleration time and deceleration time. This is how long it goes from one time to another one. So okay, this you don't need to touch control points either or that, and that's pretty much that. Working length, yeah. So I have a little situation here now. So right now I would need to apply, and this will set the tool same, and so I would have to hit save now. But the thing is, I don't have my license key with me right now, so I'm not going to be able to save it. I apologize for that. So I'm not going to be able to see it saved. But I'm going to show you guys what happens when I try to save something and it's not with the key inserted. So let's save. Oh, what did just happen? Whoa, I'm surprised something happened. Very interesting, eh? Very interesting. But the cone was not accepted. I don't know why. Okay, not yet. I don't know why. I didn't think I would be able to save it, but I guess it would. Let's see something else then. Is this like a glitch from the system? Let's try to save this. Save as 2024. That would be too good to be true. Sometimes I don't bring the pen with me to work at home, which was the case now. I didn't bring it, but I was just a little surprised that if this worked. So I have a little trick to tell you guys though. Maybe I said it before, maybe I didn't. So whoever watched this video will have this little trick. So sometimes what I do is I bring the pen from work, the key pen, I plug it in and I work with it. And at the end, what I do is I don't turn off the computer. I just let it on. If sometimes I didn't finish the job that I wanted to do, so I leave it on. I'll take the pen to work, and at the end of the day, I don't need to bring the pen again and insert it as long as the computer is still on. Okay? This was just a little extra on top of the one today. Okay, so let's recap. Tools, create, and you have to enter the password. For now it is on. So there's another way to do it, right? So sometimes, not sometimes, every time I want to make a new tool with different diameter, what I do is I just press here and then I'll go and I select the little one with copy. See this? Tool test, I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna put tool, ooh, sorry, 2, okay? And then press OK. And then we go here, we have everything set. Just go here and we change this, for example, 12 millimeters. If the height is the same dimensions, remember, we gotta go here, press 12. Everything else is the same, right? You check everything, but at least you have, see, so we gotta go through everything again. Yeah, but instead of going all over, you know he's the same tool, it has like the same parameters, so you just change the speed and a little shortcut. Well, sometimes it's handy. Modify segmentation. Oh, that's two. Okay, and I'm gonna, what time? I think we should be okay for now. Okay, I hope you guys had an excellent 2024, and I hope to see you on my next video. Please subscribe to my channel. I know I have just a couple of videos, but hopefully I will be able to make a few more, a little more interesting. I'm still gonna try to do something until the end of the year, which is tomorrow. So let's see. If not, stay tuned. See you on the next video. Stay safe.